It has been a long week. Hey, so who'd you vote for? Nah, I'm just kidding. Please don't tell me. So October has been a pretty big month for me. This is actually a very special haul to me because with this haul, I have reached 500 manga volumes. And with a collection of 500 manga volumes, you know what that means. Collection video incoming. That's right. I'm gonna be making a collection video showing off every single freaking piece of manga in this collection. There's a lot of them, so stay tuned for that because I know people have been asking for it. But not only was I able to reach 500 volumes of manga, I also hit 500 subscribers on this channel. So thank you guys so very much for 500 subscribers. You guys have no idea how crazy that is for me. So thank you so much. Okay, let's get into it. So as usual, I won't show you everything in this haul, just a few things that I think are really worth mentioning. I mostly got short things this month, but I did get one very, very large series that I know you guys are gonna love. So make sure to watch to the end of the video. That's gonna be the last thing I show off. Okay, so enough chit chat. Let's get into the manga. Okay, so the first thing I wanna show you that I got this month, or last month, is Chainsaw Man. That's right, it finally came in the mail. I made a whole video about Chainsaw Man. You can check that out right here. Chainsaw Man is one of my new favorite manga series. In my first impressions review of Chainsaw Man, I said that I could not wait for this one volume to come in the mail because it came late. So I went and read this volume 1 digitally, and I really liked the volume, like a lot. And after the physical volume finally came in the mail, I couldn't wait anymore. I know volume 2 is supposed to come in December, but I was like, nah, I gotta read more Chainsaw Man. And so I did. I read the rest of the series digitally. I'm all caught up with it now, and I don't know what to do with myself. So the series starts off pretty standard. I mean, it's really awesome, but it's very, dare I say, a little bit generic when it comes to shonen. I don't know. I'm not an expert on shonen. I've never read like the big 3 or anything like that. Chainsaw Man, around 80 chapters. There's lots of big stuff happening. Chainsaw Man goes nuts. There's lots of people who have started reading Chainsaw Man and they're like, it's really not my thing. If you don't like it, fine, that's fine. But if you think it's just kind of generic and doesn't really do anything special, hang in there, give it some time. It'll get there. But once you're there, it all comes full circle and it makes sense. I really like Chainsaw Man. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I have a whole video talking about it. Go check that out. Okay, so the next manga that I got this month, this manga is Message to a Dolphin. And I'm saying it funny like that because I'm not sure if YouTube likes this guy's name for obvious reasons. So this manga, I've got the complete series. There's just 2 of these omnibus volumes. It was pretty infamous when I started collecting manga for being out of print and hard to find. Just this month, I saw somebody on Reddit post that it was on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And turns out, who printed this? Okay, it's Vertical. Vertical printed this. Turns out Vertical reprinted the series. So now we can get these awesome hardcovers. It's a political thriller. That's all I know about it. I don't know anything about the story, what it's about. I know that there's like 3 different characters with the same name of a certain somebody that we're not going to talk about. Please, YouTube, please. But that's about the extent of my knowledge of this. This is a series that I wanted to read, but because it was so out of print, I kind of gave up on it. I don't have anything by Osamu Tezuka, so this will be my first, and I know he's a very, very well-known mangaka. I've heard so much good things about this. I've heard it's a must-read for everybody. The only thing I don't like about this, it reads like a normal book. It reads left to right, which after you read manga for a while, you kind of like your manga to be read right to left. So I don't know. Hopefully it's not a deal breaker. Yeah, I'm just really excited to read this. Oh, it says Vertical right there, duh. I haven't gotten around to reading a lot of the manga in this haul because after I read Chainsaw Man, I kind of went full horror mode. You know, October's Halloween spooky month, and so I was just reading a bunch of horror manga. If you want to see some of the horror manga that I read, you can click right here. There's a video that I recommended my top 5 favorite horror manga. I'll get to this soon enough. I'm excited to. All right, so the next series I got is Orange. Again, it's another short series, just 2 omnibus volumes. This is a shoujo, right? I think this is my very first shoujo. I might have 1 or 2 other things in my collection that are considered shoujo, but I'm actually not sure about that. So this might be my very first shoujo manga. So actually, my sister recommended me this series. She has not read the manga, but she watched the anime and she said it was really good. And so what I know about the series is that it's a romance, but also mixed with a little bit of time travel. I love time travel stories. That's awesome. So mixed with a little bit of romance. Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how this will turn out. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, the art looks decent. I've never read anything by Ichigo Takano. Like I keep saying, manga has always been about trying new things for me. So this is definitely one of those cases. So this is Orange. Pretty happy about this one. Okay, next, I've got a huge series. And I don't mean huge like the size of it. I mean huge as in this is a popular series that everybody talks about that I have no clue what it's about. And I'm of course talking about Neon Genesis Evangelion. So I believe the anime came before the manga. Don't quote me on that. They might have come out at like the same time or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked it up, but I know the anime is very popular. Of course, there's memes. This will be my first mech series. This series is just everywhere, and I've never bothered to look it up. I was gonna watch the anime, but then once I started collecting manga, I said, you know what? I'll just read the manga instead because I like manga better. I managed to pick up volume 1 of the manga. It was on sale on Amazon, so I got it from there. And then Right Stuff was having their really big Viz sale, so I got the rest of the series. And actually, the rest of the volumes of the series just came in today, except for the 4th omnibus volume. That one hasn't come yet. Again, I haven't read it, haven't gotten around to it. I will soon. I want to know what the hype's about. Everyone talks about Ava. What the frick is Ava? I can't wait to finally understand. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you. This is the big series that I mentioned before. You might have already seen it in the background, but I am, of course, talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But I didn't just get volume 1. No. Let me show you what I got. I've got part 1, part 2, part 3. Except for volume 9. I didn't get volume 9 for some reason. And part 4. Well, what's currently released to part 4 anyways. I think there's 7 of them. So yeah, I have all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga. I found a really good deal for them. Volume 9 of part 3 hasn't come though. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the next behemoth that I'm working on. So okay, so I know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the fans are freaking crazy. That's why I said it. The thing about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is that it's really hard to get into. And until recently, I had no plans at all to get into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Some time ago, I think it was probably last year, I was looking for a show to watch, and that's when JoJo memes were really hot on the internet. So I decided that I was gonna watch the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime. So when I tried to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I tried to watch the dub. I don't know if things would have been different if I had watched the sub, but I thought it was really boring. I only watched the first episode, but I did not like it at all. So you're probably wondering, okay, if you hated it that much, why'd you spend a bunch of money buying the entire manga series? So I talked to my friends about it, and my friends all said that I need to give it another chance. They said that yes, part 1 is really bad, but part 2 gets a little bit better, and part 3 gets a little bit better, and then part 4 gets even more better. Yeah, okay. And then I was listening to Trash Taste podcast, and they were talking about JoJo because of course all 3 of those guys are like big JoJo people. And after hearing their story of how they got into it, I made a decision and I said, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read the manga because I control the pacing. Forget the anime. I don't even have to worry about the voice acting. I'm gonna force myself to read part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and actually I just heard part 5 comes out next year. So the plan is I'm gonna force myself to read through it, and if I don't like it, I'll sell it. But I'm gonna force myself to get through it. No matter how bad I think it is, I'm gonna get through it. At least I'll be able to understand what people are talking about. You know what I mean? Right now, people are talking about JoJo's. They're talking about freaking JoJo, Joseph, Joestar, Jojolion, and I don't know what any of this means. They're talking about stands, and I know that stands have something to do with music references, and I like music. I don't know what it's about besides that one episode of season 1 or whatever, but I'm gonna figure it out, and then you can talk to me all you want about JoJo. It'll be fine. I'll be able to understand everything. Oh man, I just talked a lot. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a video maybe about what my thoughts are on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know how I'd structure that. Maybe I'd just read it all at once. Not really, actually, that's a bad idea. But also let me know what manga you guys got this month. I mean, last month. It was October, right? Let me know what manga you guys got during the month of October. I'm excited to see what you guys have been reading, or if you're like me, will be reading. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. And if you're new here, why not go ahead and subscribe? I usually upload videos on Mondays and Fridays, so you can keep an eye out on those days. Actually, I think my last video missed some sub boxes, so if you go ahead and hit that notification bell, YouTube supposedly will notify you every time I upload a video. And speaking of subscribing, thank you guys again so much for 500 subscribers. Y'all are killing it. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Ryan, and bye.